Welcome to Hydraulic Press channel.
Hi.
Today we are here in the nature on our yard, and the question that we are going to answer here are how waterproof are action cameras or diving houses for action cameras?
Is that the real term? Diving house.
Like housing. Diving house, not the building, but the housing, like enclosure.
Yeah.
These clear plastic things.
Okay.
And how we are going to find out, you ask, with the deep sea chamber 10 million. This can go up to 2 miles of depth, so this is not going to survive, that's sure. And we have a couple of these, and first we want to test our equipment with 3D printed pressure thing. This was meant to hold pressurized air inside, but I haven't had time to do the video. Actually, I should do. That could be interesting, like industrial video. But we want to just break something, so we are going to put this here. It's full of air, and I hammered a socket to the hole. So it doesn't leak at least much.
Super scientific.
And how this is going to work, the sample goes there. Door goes closed, water goes in, press goes brrrr, and it pushes the piston.
Pressure goes like this.
Yeah, pressure goes up when the piston goes down. To see that everything surely works. I don't want to waste an expensive camera that I bought from Amazon. Was this like maybe 30 euros?
Was it that much even?
I think they were, total they were like 100. Yeah. One was a bit more and one was a bit less. I'm going to list these in the description if these do amazing. Otto said that this has terrible picture, but in a way it's beautiful because it's so bad.
Okay.
It's like retro. So if you want a retro action cam, I can recommend this already. Let's see if it's waterproof. Okay, the bottle is in. There's also quite a lot of air inside of the chamber, but I think it's a good thing because when the bottle breaks, the air that we have pressurized expands, and that adds more mayhem.
More mayhem.
I wouldn't be near of the chamber when the mayhem happens, just to be sure. So
I'll watch here.
And I go quite fast.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's better to. Oh no, it's okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to watch this. When this hits 100, then it's ready.
Okay. 100. Ei kukaan 20, 30, 40. Oops.
Oh, it already broke.
Yeah.
That was quite weak.
It was really weak.
That was 50 meters.
Yeah, 50 meters.
I think it's about similar that they promised to these.
It was a good example.
Yeah, but the picture is nice and everything works and nobody has died so far when we are 3 minutes into the video, so looking good.
Yeah.
I think I have to 3D print like real submarines, like make them funny looking and different thicknesses and plastics.
Yeah.
This was interesting, surprisingly strong. If it would be like 10 millimeters strong, it would probably take like 100 bars.
Yeah.
And also, really good professional plug. Didn't leak.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah, but we are going to revisit the 3D printer things. I'm going to make this submarine looking because it's just funny. In a weird way, in a sad weird way, but I'm going to do it. But now we are going to go to the day's subject matter.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this there and let's load this. And I'm going to put this record. Actually,
that would be interesting footage.
Yes, no, it records, and it's going to look outside.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to put couple bolts there to hold it on its place. Okay, and I think I'm going to use the hand pump on the beginning, so we can hear when it breaks.
Yeah.
And if it starts to leak and switches off, then I'm going to switch to electric pump and go fast to 2 miles. So if it's still like slightly leaking, we want to also crush it. Like break it, because I think it's boring if it just leaks and then stops working. So on the spot we recognize that it leaks. We are going to remember the depth and then we are going to crush it. Because this is hydraulic press channel, not hydraulic leak channel. Hanna, keep eye on the camera.
Yep. What are you going to do?
I'm going to operate the machine. No niin, we are at 3 meters. Now it's really slow on the beginning because we have to crush all the air inside of the system and there is a lot of air. 7, 8, 10 meters. This is the like probably maximum depth that you are going to really go with one of these. $20 meters. That's already quite deep. 30. 50. Okay, now we are going.
Is it resisting already?
100 meters.
Now it went.
100 meters and let's crush it.
Our light is.
I think it's got crushed. That was like 1 mile. I could hear it.
I could hear like.
I think that went well. 100 meters is good and 1 mile is crush depth. I think it was like maybe 700 meters when it got like crunchy. All crunchy. Yeah, that's good question. Can we still recover the files from the SD card? Actually, Mark, if you are watching, you know what you are going to get. You're going to get some mail if we are not going to able to recover the SD cards. My friend has a data recovery company. So if we can't fix the SD cards, I'm going to send them there and Mark can have a try. Oh my god!
Oh.
It surely didn't like that.
Oi.
That's
That left.
that's really crushed.
Yeah, you can really actually see it. Yeah, the button is also inside. Button.
Let's hope that we didn't like crack the SD card in half or something. This is again funny things. This is like 1 inch times 2 inches. So on this surface at 1 mile, there is like actually I'm going to ask how many it's. I want to know. Okay, there is 1 ton. There was 1 ton force here and here.
Okay,
So
that's quite a lot.
so no wonder that
No
it's
joke.
slightly fucked up.
You need something to put there.
Okay, it's out and I can see the SD card. It's over there. And it's not coming out. Okay, quick comments from the editing table. I just realized why it stopped. The pressure pushed the power button in and it just switched off. But we already see that around like 50-60 meters or 200 feet, the case starts to bend because the picture shifts. So it wasn't good anymore when it like shut off, like it's already taking damage. And because of the like final crash to like about 1 mile, the camera was so messed up that we couldn't get the SD card out. And also the battery was stuck, so we can't ship the whole camera to be like taken part. And also I think there isn't anything to see because it just powered itself off. It's kind of boring. So next camera. Then goes in the more premium camera. This doesn't have a screen, but it has way better picture. And I assume that this is going to be better because this is smaller. There's only maybe like a couple 100 kilos, but because it has not has a screen, it's hard to see it on. But there is green LED, and now it's going to record towards us.
Can we see the green light?
Probably not. But you can see probably on the camera. People are going to get totally wrong idea about Finnish summer because all of our filming days are sunny. Okay, we can see the green LED, and that's thanks to amazing Sony engineers because we have 10,000 ISO at the moment, so even if it's dim, we can see it with the camera because it's so good. Näetkö se vielä?
Näen.
Okay, that's 3 meters. Now I start to pump by hand. Five meters. Ten. Can you see still? 15. I think this is going to beat the previous record. I'm going to aim for 200 meters. 30. 50 meters.
Now it went.
Oh, around 80. And then the final cross.
It was a really small crack.
That was 2.8 kilometers or close to 2 miles. So it really caught it. But because it's so small, there's so little of air inside. So when it starts to leak, it gets filled so fast that the pressure equalizes and the crushing stops. But let's see if we were able to do anything. And this time I'm not going to try to open it, I'm going to just send straight to mud. Look, science smoke.
That's always a good sign of science.
I think it's just like actually water mist because there's air pocket and we crush it to 300 bars. Then we release the pressure quite fast and that makes the air really cold. If that would be battery smoke, we would get a lot more.
Uh-oh! We forgot the piston.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I also got constantly distracted by butterflies.
It might be also that the pressure pushes the button inside.
Again.
But
there's a crack.
Yeah, and it's like dented over there.
Let's see. At least it opens nicely.
Oh, that's really hot. That's
it smells bad.
That's not a good sign.
Not good. Not good.
Yeah, definitely cooked up the butter.
I think that has more like diving friendly shape because it's like
and
round.
check again.
Ah, that
the
The USB. Oh, that smells so bad.
Yeah, I think you can see from the shape of the USB that the SD card isn't coming out, and you're not going to read it through the USB, and we are not going to send that anywhere. When it smells like that, it's fire hazard to send it. So unfortunately, only chance is for us to use violence to get the SD card out. Yeah, but that is all for today
Thank you for watching.
and have a nice day.